Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of the Munce Report as we look ahead to the start of the 21-22 racing season. Trainer Chris Munce joins us from lockdown to chat through all the latest from the stable. Welcome, mate. It's a clean slate this week, the start of a new season, and you're no doubt looking to build on last season's achievements.
Yeah, Adam, it's all been a bit different this year, hasn't it? Starting off in lockdown and bigger restrictions on who goes to the race and everything. But look, we still move on as normal at the stables. The horses still have to be looked after and cared for, and we've still sort of kept the same routine as best we can. So it's a new season, everything starts afresh, and really looking forward to it.
Yeah, sure. And I guess if you're looking for inspiration, we've all been tuning into the Olympics, and no doubt there's been a bit of chat about some of the Olympic events in at track work every day at the Munce Racing Stable.
Oh yeah, no, it's very popular. I mean, there's not much else to do, so everybody's sort of pretty tuned in. And I mean, there's been so many highlights, hasn't there, this year at the Olympics? And the Australians have done extremely well. And it's just a shame that the equestrian's on so late at night, but the eventing was very good to watch. I've got to say, Andrew Hoy's remarkable, isn't he? 8 Olympics, and it's a terrific effort to see a rider like him last and compete at such a high level for such a period of time.
Yeah, the skill levels are just something amazing, isn't it? And I guess that it goes across a lot of the different sports. You just have to marvel. I was watching the pole vault the other night, and yeah, it's crazy some of the heights they get up to. It's just unbelievable.
Well, you wonder if they're human. I mean, some of them, the way they go and their athleticism, it's incredible to watch. And this, particularly the sprinters and all their track and field and swimmers and all the athletes there at the Olympics, they're remarkable.
Yeah, sure is. So, a bit of inspiration there for everyone. And let's get into the weekend preview. We kick off Doomben Saturday, the first Saturday Metro meeting of the new season. And Kavak flies the flag for the team there in a Class 3 plate over the 1,050. He's drawn well in barrier 2 for Jaden Lloyd in what's his first run as a 4-year-old here. And he had a few runs at the start of the winter, didn't he, before a bit of a freshen up, and then he jumped out nicely leading into this.
Yeah, well, he has been freshened up. I haven't run this horse, I think, for 5 weeks or so, and we've done a few things with him, and I've got to say his jump out 2 weeks ago was very good, and his gallop since then has been quite good also, and I'm really looking forward to him, particularly the fact he's finally drawn a good gate again. Or most of his runs previously been from bad barriers. He gets a bit of weight relief with Jaden, and I think this horse is just about ready to show up there on Saturday, so I'm quite excited, looking forward to getting him to the races on Saturday.
Yeah, very good. Jaden, of course, the son of champion jockey Jeff, and he's had a few opportunities with the Munce Racing camp recently, Jaden.
Yeah, he has. He's ridden well for us. He won his first ride. He won on at Warwick, of all places, for us, so it was good for him to ride a winner there. But he rode Smart Meteor as well on yesterday at Eagle Farm, and rode him very well. So he's ridden Sakura Star and a few other winners for us as well. So he's done a good job for our stable.
Very good. Well, Kavak's around the $10 mark with our friends at Unibet. So a bit of each way value there, considering the push and the confidence you've got behind him running well here. And they're also going to give a juicy $4 place price push. So thanks to the guys at Unibet for that. And obviously the usual call to action for anyone that wants to take advantage of that offer, just head to the vault and you'll see it there under price push and or Chris Munce Racing specials. So that's the Saturday runner, just the one runner at Doomben there. We move over to the Sunshine Coast on Sunday, where there's several runners entered here. Super Bowl Sunday gets things underway for the team in a Class 5 handicap over the 1,300. Barrier 3 for Manu Potgaita, and his run 3 starts back was really good, wasn't it? So I guess you're hoping he can, with the drop back to grade, the Class 5 level here, he can bounce back?
I'm sure he will. I thought his run the other day was quite good also. They went quite quick and the track was a bit sticky, which he doesn't really appreciate. So I think hoping that the weather stays good and we can get firm footing on Sunday with a good draw, a bit of weight relief for Manu, I'm sure this horse will race very well. This young Manu, I'd like to make mention of him too. He's ridden a few barrier trials and he's a very hard worker and puts a lot of time and effort into track work. And he's one young guy I think has got the ability to go on with it with a bit of confidence under his belt. And if he can strike a few blows, he's quite a good young rider. So I'll be looking out for him.
Yeah, I remember we have spoken about him once before on the show. Just tell us, anyone that didn't hear that, what his background is, just and where he is based at the moment.
Well, as far as I've only known him from when he came up here. He's with BJ Smith. He's apprentice to him, and as I said, he's just popped his head in and started riding track work. And he's a very hard worker. He flies up and down all the east coast of Queensland. He goes up to Townsville, Cairns, and rides here as well. So he puts in. He's a South African, and he certainly deserves whatever success comes his way.
Very good. Well, trainers like that, don't they? The ones that are going to put in and do the hard yards. So, as you say, he's getting the rewards there with that ride. We then move over to Buddha, who's entered for a cutest 3-year-old maiden plate over the 1400. Chris Caserta to ride here. And he was a better run last start, wasn't he? I guess the only, catch here is that he has to overcome a bit of a wide draw, barrier 11.
Tricky draw. Probably going to just make it a little bit difficult for him, but he has been finishing his races up very well. He's went from being a horse who used to race up on the speed and go a bit keen and weak, and now he's sort of gone the opposite. He's just getting out the back probably a bit too far and running on, but having to give up too much ground. So I'm just hopeful that he's able to hold a bit more of a prominent position there on a bigger track. And if Chris is able to get a good ride and a good run in the race, he'll be coming on strongly at the end, I'm sure.
Okay, yeah, expecting another improved run there. We then head over to Centrefire, who's entered for a Class 5 handicap over the 1,000 metres, where she's first up. And this horse was nominated for a race in Sydney last week, so she's obviously going well at home, and she did run well first up last preparation.
Going really good, Centrefire. We did have her at nominated and accepted at Randwick, but she drew poorly. And I did have her in on Saturday in the flying as well, but I just didn't want to take the risk of drawing poorly, and that was quite a strong race. So we thought this race on Sunday was the ideal kickoff point for her. I've got no doubt now. She's purely a sprinter, speed horse. 1350 sees her ride out, but I think if Justin's able to get the right sort of run on her in the race from a tricky draw and save ground, she'll be the one to hold out late. She's a very dynamic galloper. Likes to be kept a bit fresh, and she's, in my opinion, I think she's going very, very well.
Okay, very good. Well, one to watch there at Sunshine Coast on Sunday. We then move over to the final runner, who is Goldschlager. Justin Huxtable also aboard here. She's entered for the Sunshine Coast, and also you've thrown in a nomination for Doomben next Wednesday. She's knocking on the door, isn't she, this preparation? Obviously, she's been in the market on a couple of occasions, and I guess on some occasions circumstances haven't gone her way, but I guess you're looking to see her break through here.
Yeah, well, the other day at Eagle Farm, Brad probably rode her a little bit too well. I think she's a kind of filly. She doesn't want to be ridden up on the speed, and he gave her a terrific ride. I mean, you look at the way he rode it, and he rode her fantastic. And also, she pulled up no good after the race on that track. She was very sore behind and did a bit of damage, but that's all in good order now. She seems to be very healthy, and her work has been quite sharp. So hence the reason we bring her back to the 1,200 metres at Caloundra. She'll be ridden a bit conservatively. Justin seems to know her very well, and she goes quite nicely for him. So he'll ride her, and she'll be. I'm pretty sure that if she gets the not giving up too much start on the corner, she'll be able to round them up and be hard to hold out.
Yeah, well, we know she's got that fast finishing burst, doesn't she? So hopefully she gets the right run and can let rip down the outside. So that's the wrap, mate. That's the runners for the weekend. Obviously, a quieter team again, but a bit of confidence around. So all the best to start the new season with a bang.
Good on you, Adam. Thanks, mate.